So there's a lot going on in the industry right now, the movie industry, and everyone just assumes that's good news for Halloween Kills. But is it? And let's talk about the atmosphere in Halloween Kills. Everybody, how's it going? This is Fandom Empire. I'm your host, Shawn. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes out of your Tuesday, or better yet, Monday night for me. We're doing a pre-produced video. Miracles happen. It's been a while. But no, a couple minutes out of your Tuesday to sit down, talk some Halloween with us, some movie news, some supernatural stuff, and we're going to go through this real quickly and see if we can still do one of these pre-produced videos at a fairly quick rate where we don't have 2 hours to spend on it. Anyways, again, this is Fandom Empire. I'm your host, Shawn. If you haven't yet, and you've been following our content, whether it's our live streams on Fandom Empire Live or our watch-along series that we've begun, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, which is somewhere down here in this little corner, click it to stay up to date on all of our future content, not to mention the giveaways we have coming on the channel. You're only entered if you're a subscriber, and you're not going to want to miss some of the cool Halloween shit we're going to be giving away. But right off the top, guys, let's start off with a multiple choice, the first one in a while, and it's a doozy. It's a big-time doozy. Which Halloween sequel is better? Halloween 2 or Halloween 4? Now, we're not talking Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. You know, get that bag of shit out of here. At least in my opinion, it's a bag of shit. Halloween 2 or Halloween 4? Comment down in the comment section below. We haven't done one of these in a while. Let's get back to our roots. We want to hear what you have to say because your opinion matters to us. Halloween 2 or Halloween 4? Which sequel is the better Halloween sequel? All right, guys. So let's dive right into this. Universal and AMC, and we covered this on a live stream, but if you didn't catch it, we're going to touch a little bit on it now and then get to the atmosphere of Halloween Kills. Universal and AMC came up with this deal where the theatrical window, the normal theatrical window is about 90 days, and they've shrunk it to 17 days. And one of the big discussion points around Halloween Kills before it was delayed was they were pursuing a unnatural or unethical release of Halloween Kills, where we were reporting that it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks. I believe it was 2 weeks they were aiming for, that they could have the movie play in theaters before releasing it on video on demand alongside the movie still being in movie theaters. Most people ruled that out because it's not ethical, it's not industry standard, it has never been done before. Turns out that's changing, sort of. So in a nutshell, AMC and Universal, AMC, yes, that same company, biggest movie, AMC is the biggest movie theater company in the world. But just because they're biggest, that doesn't mean they own 50 or 60% of screens in the world. No, it's more like 20 to 25. So follow along with me here while we go through this quickly. They have agreed to a deal with Universal, which will allow Universal's theatrical window for their movies to go from 90 days to 17 days. During, this pandemic time, that's useful, obviously, for some families that don't want to risk going out to a movie theater. However, that is only Universal and AMC. Universal does not have this deal with Regal or Cinemark or Landmark or Cineworld. None of those companies. Not to mention AMC gets 10% of all profits brought in by Universal on these movies on VOD. Again, that cut is just for them. Regal and Cineworld both followed up with, it'll be a cold day in hell before they agree to a deal like that. Meaning, if Universal now turns around and releases their movies on VOD, they could lose the ability to show those movies at those other movie theaters. So if you think it's a shoo-in that this deal's going to happen, it's not. And no, it doesn't mean Halloween Kills is any closer to releasing. Could they have the IMAX stuff done by this October? Absolutely. In fact, I expect it to be done before October. Does that mean they're going to all of a sudden change the release date? No. Number one, Candyman took that date. Number two, again, this deal is only for Universal and AMC. And it will have a trickle-down effect with the other theaters. So Universal could have just went from pissing one company off to pissing off all the companies with the exception of this one company. And this doesn't have a happy ending right now, guys. It's a drama-filled mess. It's a complete shit show, in the words of Dave McRae. And, we'll have to follow closely. But does this mean that we're going to get Halloween Kills any sooner? No, I would argue as it stands right now, Halloween Kills is in a worse spot than it was prior because it's a Universal distributed movie. And Universal's not making any friends right now. So could those other companies come around? Yeah, but you have to remember, all those other companies are going to get cuts of this, which means at the end, Universal's going to see, 45 or 50% of their VOD profits? That doesn't make much sense to me. Anyways, let's move on here, everyone, to, Let's move on here to the atmosphere in Halloween Kills. So the one common thing I think most people complain about when it comes to Halloween 2018 is, in fact, that there is not a lot of suspense in the movie. There really isn't. If you take out Laurie hunting for Michael in the house and the bus scene, I would argue there's no other suspense in the movie. There just isn't. Not for me, anyway. And I assure you, in Halloween Kills, obviously, the movie is titled Halloween Kills, people. There's going to be some badass, different variation of kills that go on in this movie. But one of the things they've really put focus on in this movie is building up the suspense to make this a scary experience, not just at home, but at the cinemas when you see this now on an IMAX screen and, having the IMAX sound go with it. The suspense is going to be just unbelievable. I'm telling you, the suspense isn't just built up in the current timeline, it's built up in the flashback as well. If you're worried about this movie not having enough suspense in it, don't worry, because the one thing I guarantee you this movie's going to deliver is suspense. They put a focus on it. Kudos to them. They've also toned down the comedy. There's not as much, slapstick comedy in this, and I think that's a positive sign. It's always good to have some humor, obviously, but to lower it down and realize where they may have went too far in Halloween 18 or with the comedy and not far enough with the suspense, I assure you they have corrected it this time around. And I think that's exciting stuff for all Halloween fans, everybody. Stuff to be excited for sure. Without further ado, though, let's tell you guys about what we have coming up here on the channel. First up, a little later today, we have a My Bloody Valentine 2009 remake starring Jensen Ackles watch-along. That's going to take place at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I believe, tonight on our YouTube channel. So if you have the movie, feel free to come and watch it with us, chat along with us, download the movie, rent the movie, do whatever you want. Our watch-alongs have been fun so far. Let's keep it up. So My Bloody Valentine 2009 remake starring Jensen Ackles is a little later tonight. And then tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we have a special that involves a few other podcast networks and podcast shows where we're going to sit down and do a special called The Future of Movies right here on Fandom Empire. There's going to be anywhere from 6 to 10 people, and we're going to discuss the state of the industry because I think there's some clarification needed with what's going on right now. Also, coming up, guys, Supernatural Revisited. We finally have an air date on it. September 1st, Episode 1 comes your way, and during Episode 1, we are going to, in fact, review Supernatural Episodes 1 and 2, review them, rank them, do character of the episode, take your fan comments, and all that much more. September 1st, it's coming, Supernatural Revisited. Anyways, guys, don't forget to check us out on social media. Facebook, you can join the Fandom Empire Den group. Join the conversation today. Instagram's Fandom Empire Now, Camp Haddonfield Podcast, and Star Wars Renegades. Twitter is Fandom Empire Now and Star Wars Renegades. Anyways, everybody, we will see you tonight for the My Bloody Valentine watch-along, or tomorrow during our The Future of Movies special. I'm Shawn. This has been Fandom Empire. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you appreciate the content. We'll see you next time. Ciao, because these guys, the boogeymen, are in fact coming.